Good evening. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing renewed and intense pressure, along with fresh calls for his resignation following revelations in the Peter Mandelson affair. The controversy stems from the appointment of Mr. Mandelson as the United States ambassador, despite his having failed a crucial security background check. Opposition parties are now directing new demands for Prime Minister Starmer to step down, questioning whether he was aware that Peter Mandelson had failed this security review before receiving the prestigious appointment. The Conservative Party has openly stated that they find Mr. Starmer's repeated assurances on the matter to be highly unbelievable. The Prime Minister, already embroiled in the scandal surrounding Mr. Mandelson's links to the convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, found himself compelled to defend his position against these new demands. On Thursday, it became public that Mr. Mandelson was given the significant diplomatic role in Washington, D.C., even after being flagged in a security assessment. Speaking during a visit to France, Prime Minister Starmer unequivocally stated that he had not been informed about this critical security failure. He described the situation as outrageous. Prime Minister Starmer expressed his profound anger, declaring, "Not only I was not informed, no minister was informed, and I am absolutely furious about this." He pledged to present all relevant facts with full transparency to Parliament on Monday, seeking to clarify the chain of events and address the mounting concerns. In an immediate response to the growing uproar over the security check lapse, the government acted swiftly late Thursday evening, dismissing Ollie Robbins, the highest-ranking civil servant within the Foreign Office. However, this action has not quelled the storm. Leading opposition politicians continue to accuse Prime Minister Starmer of misleading Parliament and have reiterated their calls for his resignation. Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative Party, sharply criticized the Prime Minister's defense, labeling it as absurd. Speaking to British Broadcasting Corporation Radio 4, she asserted, "The story is not consistent. The Prime Minister thinks we are stupid." These damaging revelations come at a particularly inopportune time for Prime Minister Starmer, just 3 weeks before significant regional and local elections are scheduled across England, Scotland, and Wales on May 7th. The scandal is fueling fresh accusations regarding his leadership capabilities and judgment. Inside sources within Prime Minister Starmer's own Labour Party have acknowledged that the affair is a constant source of new problems, predicting that it will keep the Prime Minister under intense scrutiny, leading up to what is widely expected to be a challenging election outcome for the party. Prime Minister Starmer has been under considerable pressure for some time, specifically for his decision to appoint Peter Mandelson as the British ambassador to the United States, despite Mr. Mandelson's well-documented connections to the convicted and now deceased sexual predator Jeffrey Epstein. Mr. Mandelson was eventually removed from the high-profile post in Washington, D.C., once the full extent of his relationship with Epstein became public knowledge. At the heart of the current allegations is the suspicion that Mr. Mandelson may have shared confidential information with Jeffrey Epstein in 2009 during his tenure as a minister in the government of Gordon Brown. Emails pertaining to these allegations were released by the United States Justice Department at the end of January, prompting the British police to launch their own investigation. Prime Minister Starmer previously apologized for the controversial appointment, accusing Mr. Mandelson of a chain of deceptions. The ongoing scandal continues to pose a significant challenge to his leadership and the stability of his government. What's your take on Starmer under fire Mandelson scandal fuels resignation calls? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence